Oh shit! Come on, move. Oh damn, that's the wrong one. Well,
Yeah,
we're gonna be on
we
here.
live now. It's on me.
Right,
Whatever information you
right.
have. Hey, come on. Man, turn it to
Yeah.
You.
Bum, 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 bum.
What's up, yo?
What up, though?
It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. Of course, that guy right there is Detroit Mel, the man with the Grandmaster plan for the I.O.W network. And we are here. Yes, we are here.
Yeah.
We up in here. We are live, y'all. Live for episode 215. 215. Man, we racking up these episodes. But y'all know the deal. Y'all know the drill. Y'all, yeah, you watch it. You listening. See all those social media handles on the bottom of the screen? Go on over there. Give us some love and support. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at I.O.W Sports Network. And you can catch us on Twitter, I.O.W Sports 1. You feeling real generous? You want to donate to a good podcasting crew? Go to Cash App, $ I.O.W Sports Network. You want to cop some good merch? Go on over to the Facebook page at the top. You'll see myself rocking some J. Edwin collection. Hey, did y'all know that J. Edwin collection belongs to this guy? This guy.
This guy right here.
Him. This guy. It belongs in him. It's his t-shirt company, so without a doubt, provides all the merch for I.O.W Sports. So if you want to get you a t-shirt, get you a hoodie, go on over to the Facebook page, hit the link at the top that is posted at the top of the Facebook page.
All right.
Hey, go cop some merch. You want the snapback? Got to hit the Cash App, $30.
Cash App.
$ I.O.W Sports Network. It's very exclusive. That's the only way you can get it. You hit the Cash App, $30. Give us a physical address. In return, you get the snapback. You did.
All right.
But now that we got all that jazz out the way, man, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, we're going to get y'all ready for a divisional round of playoffs with the NFL. Obviously, we're going to get y'all ready for that for sure. We got 4 big matchups this weekend. You got the Chiefs taking on the Jaguars on Saturday. And then you also got that Saturday night, you also got the Giants, the New York Giants, MJ's Giants, Daniel Dimes Giants, the Little Giants taking on the Eagles. That's going to be a good matchup. Then, of course, on Sunday, you got the Bills at home taking on the Bengals. Let's see what happens when the game doesn't get canceled and doesn't get continued.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with them. And then, of course, we them boys. We making noise. Yeah, you making too much noise, but it's about to come to an end because you got the task of trying to take out the 49ers of San Francisco. And they said, boy, better eat your rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat, because we about to beat that ass. Anyway, and then, of course, if you happen to be on the Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel, an affiliate of I.O.W Sports, where we have content there, please show us some love, like, share, subscribe, and then most importantly, hey, come on over to the YouTube channel for I.O.W Sports. But yes,
All
you
right.
can catch our content on the Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel. But we everywhere. Audio is everywhere. Anywhere you get your needs, like your
All right.
podcasting needs, whether it's Google, Spotify, Anchor, iHeart, Apple, we there. We everywhere. But
Yeah, we be there.
But obviously, I have already talked about this situation right here, and I'm going to bring it up again only because I want to get my big brother's opinion on it, because I value his opinion. It matters on situations like this. So Ed Reed, and I got like a 2.5 minute clip right here, but Ed Reed, man, pretty much snapped, went ape shit. And I just want to get Big Brother's opinion whether he was justified or not. Let's take a listen.
Showing shit. I chose not to, but now I'm out here walking with the football team, getting up trash. But I'm nuts. Get out of here, man. Leave. I'm not even under contract doing this. I'm nuts. Man, get out of here, man. They but me. These motherfuckers ain't even clean my goddamn office when I got here. I'm mutting y'all. Get your ass, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All this shit here was trash in front of me. Who you think this shit cleared out?
Trash in front of me.
That building right there got trash in it. It's fucking trash. What are you talking about? Need no goddamn donors to come out and help out, because people just want me. That's why I don't fuck with social network. Fuck out of here, man. I've been mutting and showing shit. Prime was not wrong about what he was saying. All y'all out there with y'all opinions full of crap, don't know shit. I just pulled up to work. We're gonna try to help y'all too, man, because I know a lot of HBCUs need help. I'm just here to help here first. I see it all too clearly. All our HBCUs need help. HBCUs need help. They need help because of the people who's running it. It's broken mentalities out here. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. I gotta get in the office. I hope y'all be blessed out there. 3:36, I see you, my bro. About to pull up in the office, bro. I got to get out here. My guys already out here working. I've been here for a week and a half. I've been here for a week and a half and have done more than people that have been here in freaking years. And I'm not even hired yet. Damn shame. I holla. Y'all was doing that 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all had morning workout, smoking weed and shit. Banned people talk about it. I told you I ain't going for it. I wanted to kick y'all off the team right then and there. Bullshit. Too much of it. I told
Yeah, I got kicked off the team because I was smoking weed too. So, hey, we look. I already said my piece. I'll probably end up getting another couple of 2 cents in here, but big bruh, what you make of it? First of all, I already know the 2 things that stood out to you that you gonna talk about. I already know. Because if I know you like I know you, there's 2 things that you heard Ed Reed said, and you gonna hit them. But you know, I'm not shocked by that. But go ahead, say your piece, big brother.
Wow. Well, I thought of I've been thinking about this when I first saw it, so it's kind of like been marinating in my mind.
Because MJ, what up? AP, what's up?
What up, though? He wasn't wrong, man. He wasn't wrong. You know, I jumped in some of the comments and read some of the comments, and you know, people saying, "Well, he shouldn't have did it this way," and why he put it out there like that.
But before you go further, I want to preference. Ever since that video aired a couple of days, Ed Reed has apologized. He has went on and dropped a little apology on social network Said he should have been more professional about the situation, could have used better choice of words, and the political stuff. But
yeah. So both you and I went to HBCUs, and so it's not only I know it from what I see, I know it from experience.
Experience, yeah.
And
hey, speak on that real quick. Speak on your experience at HBCU. I'm gonna speak on mine for the 1 year I went to.
So I would say this: I graduated undergrad, from HBCU, and I also my master's at a PWI, so I got it from both sides. When you step on the campus, you do feel a thing of unity and camaraderie because everybody mostly look like you. You know what I'm saying?
95% niggas. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a lot different when you go to a PWI where unless you play on sports, you ain't seen too many people look like you. It depends on which PWI you go to, but in general. So, so you do have that part. So you first step in there, you rah, yeah, you got you bring your hair up and throwing all the soul glow, the whole 9 yards.
Let your soul glow.
But then that reality kick in. When you go to the financial aid office and the lines out the door and you try to ask a question and they treat you like you're 3 years old. When you're looking at the building and the building is looking toe back and you paying them $30,000. But then you go to the Prevost office and she riding Benz, her office air conditioned and look nice, got plants and everything. So you see that and you become frustrated. So in Ed Reed's case, I understand it because that frustration kicks in. And you need somewhere you want to let that out. You like, man, this don't make no sense. And then you compile that with the people talking about Prime, and Prime didn't give you all that. So now people talking about Prime, and then you don't have the behind the scenes thing. And so now that compiles that. You have that in the back of your mind, be Ed Reed too. You know what I'm saying? And you like, man, this don't make no sense. And then like going to Ed Reed's video, and he talking about it's trash everywhere. He had to pick up the trash himself. He not even under contract. You know what I'm saying? So that shows me two things. One, he's serious about trying to help because you are not giving this man no money. He's still picking up trash, cleaning up parts of the university that y'all been there for years, ain't did nothing. And then the other part of that too is I understand. I feel him. You know what I'm saying? Because I can feel the frustration when I went to one. So I understand it, and so him jumping on social media and stuff like that. My thing is like this: we can argue about the way he handled it and all this stuff. The biggest thing, what we gonna do to fix it? You know what I'm saying? To me, that's to be the common ground we meet at. You can argue about how Ed Reed handled it, but what the common ground we meet at? How do we fix it?
Let's get past the shock and awe.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Let's get past the video. Let's get past the language. Fix it.
And the way you fix it, sometimes you gotta get some of them people that been there for years out of there.
Gotta get them out.
Because you become complacent. You become complacent the way the system's run. The same thing with politics.
My freshman year, 2005, went to North Carolina Central. And I intended to stay all 4 years. My problem is my freshman year, the dorm room that I was in was ran down and shit. Literally, I was on the third floor, but on the first floor, man, we had bums hanging out in the bathroom. It wasn't properly secured. The security rarely came and did their job as in patrolling the area, and this is Durham now. If y'all know anything about Durham, North Carolina,
it's Central is in the hood.
It's Central in the hood, all right. Central is in the hood.
So it's ain't all.
Now, the building next to us was condemned, just sitting there empty, condemned, and it's literally attached to the dorm room that we sitting in. Ran down as hell. Okay, there's other parts of the campus that wasn't doing so well. Like I said, rough neighborhood. Like man, when you spoke on financial aid office, how they treat you, how they pretty much I dealt with the same thing. It's a lot of things that happened that literally turned me off on why I wanted to go there. When I went and visited, I saw all the glitz and the glamour. I saw my peoples. Saw my peoples. They looking like me.
You know what I'm saying? Fist up, ready to go. What's up, bro? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Dapping niggas up. What's up, man?
I ain't even know.
You know what I'm saying?
We hugging like we hugging and shit. You know, and that's what I was sold on. But when I got there, yes, I still got that. But what they didn't sell me when I went on the visit was all the shit that I was gonna have to deal with. I dealt with teachers who unfortunately was of another ethnicity that weren't proficient in English. And so there was language.
I forgot about that, bro.
There was language barriers. There were serious language barriers, and that builds frustration. And then you deal with the frustration with dealing with the administration and all that shit. So, man, I did not have a pleasant. I'm not gonna say I had trash experience at a HBCU.
I mean, it wasn't totally bad for me, but I mean,
it wasn't totally bad. But damn it,
you brought up something that made me think about something.
I dealt with some shit that I shouldn't have to as an 18-year-old.
I was in class, and this dude was getting ready to graduate. He turned it in the essay paper that it read like a text. He getting ready to graduate, bro. I'm looking like, bruh. First of all, he hand wrote it instead of typing it. That's the first thing. You in college, bro. You typing now. There's no, you on a computer typing out. There's no handwritten, papers anymore. Second of all, there was no punctuation till you got to the very end of the dang on essay. So everything was like one big sentence. I'm like, come on, man, you getting ready to graduate. You know what I'm saying? And literally, like, in another month, he's graduating.
Yeah.
And that just shows you how bad it was. I think he played one, I don't know if he was on a basketball or football team. That just shows you how bad it was.
Yeah.
And the other part, I saw some things that Anthony and a couple of comments up here. I go back up.
Yeah.
It has said the question is, Dion told you about that's the one I want to talk about. Yep. And you still took the job. But here's my thing I say to that. If you're going to change or try to make change, you're going to have to take the job even though you know what's involved with the job.
Knowing you're going to deal with him.
You know you're going to deal with it. But if you don't do that, how you going to change it? If everybody say, well, Dion told me how the job is, I'm not taking the job, then the change is not going to start. So it has to start. So that means you're going to have to deal with some BS. Along with that, you still going to have some frustrations because it's going to still come out because you're human. You know what I'm saying? What am I saying? You use the typewriter.
Hey, Matt. Hey, nah. He still used the stick in the dirt, then he throws cement in it so it solidifies. Can't erase it.
Stone tablet, like
that's original tablet, bro.
And then I think Ann said, why are most HBCUs in the ghetto? Well, you got to realize the history behind it. A lot of them had to be built in the neighborhoods where we were, because we couldn't go to the PWIs. Yeah. So it was built in the community. And then as the years went on, those communities began to come ran down, but the college remained.
Yeah,
that's why most of them are in the hood. That's how it is. College have a budget to keep. They have to pass on people. Yeah, I do understand that. I mean, all colleges do that, but at the same time, you gotta make sure these people getting at least some form of education. Right? Some form of education, man. You can't graduate a 4-year degree and still can't write a coherent sentence. Just can't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can laugh and joke all the time, say what I want to say, but I can write a coherent sentence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know how to be punctual.
I mean, I was like that all my life. In high school, same way. I got in a lot of trouble. I knew the answers because I still read. And he'd be looking at, oh, you know that? Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I just like to act like I don't know.
Hey, being an idiot and acting like an idiot are two different things.
Yeah, you're right. It do start at home, and I don't disagree with that. But at the same time,
right there.
But at the same time, you still have to have that balance up. Since we talking about the sports side of it, you know, I mean, you know, it does bleed into academics too. But you know, since we're a sports show, we talk about the sports side of it. When you have names like Ed Reed, your prime times, your Eddie Georges, and so forth, going to these colleges, Hugh Jackson, you know, going to these colleges and trying to turn them around. You know, the people have to get behind them and push too. Not just push to buy tickets and stuff like that. It's good. Your homecoming come and everybody show up. Yeah, that's good. We have a good time. After homecoming, everybody goes home, fly back to their cities where they stay at, where they stay at, and everything, and it goes back to normal.
But what about next year?
Right. They need to build a stronger alumni funding. You look at some of these PWIs. Their alumni funding is strong. You know what I'm saying? They need strong. We need to. Most of the ones that graduate from these colleges give back. It starts with that.
If it's $5, it's $5. But
yeah, whatever you can give something. You know what I'm saying? It has to be across the board change. You know, these athletes coming in there is just starting the ball rolling, but we can't just say sit back and watch and become spectators. We have to become participants. And I think that's part of the issue. We're spectators, and then when they fail or when they leave, we want to point the finger at judge. Now you want to be mad, but you were sitting on the sideline spectating. You know, but if you just bought, let's go with Jackson State. That was the biggest thing that happened when Deion went.
Hey, I supported Jackson State. I
buy a shirt, a jersey,
plus.
You know what I'm saying? Buy a hat, buy a jersey. Whatever you can do. I mean, that's something putting towards, you know, putting money back into those schools.
Word.
Something, you know, and if you live in a community, you should be out there, you know, like he said, I shouldn't have to buy you donuts to come pick this up. This is part of your community. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to pay you to come do certain things. It's part of your community. And I think that's where it starts at, where everyone has to get involved. And you see that the Prevost is not doing nothing. Get him out of there.
Nah, that Provost in his Benz, bro. He in his BMW and shit.
Get him out of there. You see the athletic director not doing that? Get him out of there.
Gotta go.
You know, what about any means necessary? That means if we have to protest all the time, whatever you have to do, whatever it takes to get the community involved.
I knew you was gonna catch that. I knew you was gonna catch that with every shit. It's the people running it.
Right.
That boy, when I saw that video and he said that, I was like, well, damn.
That's what it is, man. Because here's the thing: when you're in a system that is broken, you become complacent with that system.
And it seems like the norm.
It becomes normal, and so a fence we got a big gaping hole in it. Hey, it's been like that for 20 years. You know, we just drive through it instead of replacing it. If something that's on, we just drive around it. The field ain't working. We just put a patch right there. We just don't go on that side. You know, instead of just fixing it. And that's the same thing with the administration, the people that's running it. They become complacent with the system, with the broken system, and they just keep going on, get new blood in there, fresh ideas, and you can turn it. Cause what happened back in the day when they had to start pulling from HBCUs and get players to play on the football team, players to play on the basketball team.
Yeah.
You know, before that, everybody's at HBCUs.
Hey, universities weren't ran down there.
Right. Because that's the only place you had to go. Now the grass like it's green on the other side. Everybody run on the other side and letting the grass on this side turn brown.
Hey man, there's another piece that stuck out to me. What you said. You said, I had to deal with this, I had to deal with that, and I'm paying $30,000 a year.
Right.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm dealing with a ran down dorm room. I'm dealing with an abandoned, literally a vacant building right next to my dorm room.
Right.
You know, I'm dealing with the bums on the first floor. I'm dealing with can't park my car nowhere. You know, I'm dealing with all this, and I'm still paying $25,000. So where the money at? See, and this is
That's it
what
too.
this is what really drives me crazy with when it comes to our HBCUs. It's not like you get tuition just like in PWI. You get the enrollment just like in PWI. I see you keep building new buildings, but you still got blemishes on your campus. You're still not taking care of certain situations. It's like, come on, you can't change one doorknob and say you're doing progression.
Right.
But changing one doorknob in 20 years don't show progression when you kept getting tuition year after year after year after year. And tuition keeps going up year after year after year after year. So where the money at?
Bro. So for graduate school, I paid it was $50,000. And but here's the thing. Here's the contrast. I saw change all the time. I saw my money being put to use all the time, not just on the entire campus, just in my particular college that I went to. You know, I went to, school of education was the college I was at. So just in that building alone, you saw change. I ain't talking about the whole campus. No, the whole campus you saw change too, but just that one particular building, I saw change. I saw my money being put to use. Versus going to St. Aug. The only person I saw using the money was the people in the higher ups.
Yeah, the provost in his Benz.
I saw that getting put to use.
I saw the AD in his Mercedes.
Right. You know, we in an auditorium, bro. It's like I went back in a time warp.
Hey, you in the East Side High?
Right. You know, so I'm like, what the hell?
Hey, East Side.
it looked like you stuck in it, like you back in the 50s or the 40s. You know what I mean? It looked old and decrepit.
Old, ran down, not cared for.
The basketball rims outside was looking old. Still had the chain nets on there.
Well, I don't mind the chain nets, but I don't mind it. Nah, I don't mind the double rim. The double rim was perfect because it makes sure you get your jumper right. It makes sure you. I
don't mind the double rim. I hated chain nets, bro.
I love the chain net. Hey, especially
had like the one chain just
lean on me.
Had the one chain hanging. One time you get that noise, you hit that one chain the right way.
No, man. It's just crazy that even after Dion and him leaving Jackson State, it died down. The whole talk of the HBCU situation died down, and then pops up Ed Reed, and to me it kind of goes back like, man, like, bruh, you gonna have to deal with a lot of stuff to clean up, and hey. Prime had to do it too. He had a lot to clean up, but he was able to turn the program around in such a short time. But at some point, he felt like, there's only so much I can even do. It's Ryan.
That's Ryan. Okay.
Yeah,
I figured that.
Yeah, but no, crazy. I just thought that was odd. I wanted to definitely get your takes on what Ed Reed had to say, and but we'll stick to talking football because when there's coaches when there's coaches that get fired, you get certain other people that get fired. So we got some offensive coordinators and some defensive coordinators getting the pink slips. One of the biggest ones that I saw for sure, you saw Byron Leftwich, OC of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He gets the axe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was Brady.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. I guess I'm gonna say something, but I really ain't gotta say too much because I'm right there with you. Go ahead, big.
Was Leftwich there when they won Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm. He was.
Okay. So just check. So
Okay.
what changed? I'm just saying, all of a sudden he the problem, but the play on the field is still the only thing the change was what Brady looked like in the Super Bowl or what Brady looked like now. That's what changed. And we can talk about injuries and stuff like that, but still, it's Brady. He just don't have it anymore. He not the Brady he used to be. But that's as usual. Somebody got to take the fall. Say they fired a coordinator. It ain't his fault. It's not his fault. That's all. That's Brady and injuries. Period. I think that was it was unjust, but hey, that's how it is. Somebody got to take the fall. Everybody, the head coach gonna throw the OC under the bus so he can keep his job.
Yeah,
that's how that works.
Man, it's
that's
nuts.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, he did get left with right. So I'm just gonna say this: the last 3 years when Tom Brady was part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady and Byron Leftwich in 2020 was third offensively in points, seventh offensively in yards. Okay. Go to 2021 with Byron Leftwich and Tom Brady, year 2.
Right.
Second offensively in points, second offensively in yards. So we go to this year, third year with Byron Leftwich and Tom Brady, 25th in points, 15th in yards. So to answer your question, man, what was the difference between those first 2 years and this year's? Well, I'm gonna tell you what the difference was. Shit wasn't perfect for Tom Brady.
Right.
And when shit ain't perfect for Tom Brady looks just as much of 45 as he is.
Tom Brady looked like Trent Dilfer.
So here's my thing about Tampa Bay wanting to get rid of Byron Leftwich, which I think is a mistake, because you sit here and you have a guy that has well when he was in Arizona under Bruce Arians did well as an offensive coordinator. He brings him to Tampa Bay. He was doing well. Now you add Tom Brady to the situation. Okay, now the plan is you got your quarterback, you got your signal caller. Okay, but this year when things ain't perfect, when you're missing offensive linemen, you got wide receivers in and out of the lineup. So guess what? Things aren't perfect. And we've seen this with Tom Brady year after year after year in games that they lose, games that they don't come and dominate in. When things aren't perfect, Tom Brady does not perform well.
Right.
And so when you look at a year when literally the offensive line was decimated from the beginning at training camp, it was about to be a long year.
Right.
And
right.
there was no way that you could expect a 45 aging guy who literally is immobile. He is not mobile.
Right.
All right. This is the biggest thing that I think is overlooked in this whole situation.
You're right.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not look at a 45-year-old quarterback who is not mobile.
Bro, he wasn't mobile at 25. We think he'll look at 45. You know what I'm saying? For real.
The dude can't move. I mean, did you not see that pass rush on Monday night?
You're right, man.
But this was all year, though. This was all year. Anytime a sign, look, literally, you can be 3 feet away from Tom Brady, but if he senses that you is about to be too close, he's chucking and ducking.
Or getting that fetal position.
He is literally chucking and ducking, and he is, like you said, the fetal position. So when you got a guy that's literally in fetal position or chuck and duck all year, how do you expect him to be on a court with the rest of your people? It's not a perfect season. It's not a you're dealing with too many elements that does not give you the recipe for perfection. And so all these people want to talk about, oh well, Tom Brady ain't gonna go. He about to lead the Buccaneers, which I agree. I don't think he's in Tampa Bay next year.
Right.
But people keep naming all these teams that Brady should go to, and I'm thinking like, are you hearing yourselves? Do you understand that Tom Brady needs to go to a situation where everything is perfect? That's the reason why he's in Tampa Bay. He saw, all right, let me get the hell out of New England. What do I need? I need a defense. Check. Tampa got it. I need weapons on the offensive side. Tampa got it. Check. I need an offensive line that's going to keep my immobile ass upright. Tampa Bay got it. Check. What did they do? Oh, they bring home a Super Bowl the first year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did they do a year two? They could have went to the Super Bowl, but got beat by a better team. They still performed well, went deep into the playoffs. Okay, year three. Oh, all hell is broken loose. The world around TB12 ain't perfect. First you lose your lady. She leave you. She go get some new strange.
Right.
Now you're heartbroken, you're sad. Now you're still running for your life. The blocking ain't so hot for you now. The wide receivers, no Gronk. You ain't got your safety blanket and Gronk. So there's a lot of things that happen with this man that caused him not to have a perfect situation, and he did not do well in them. But it's okay. Use Byron Leftwich as a scapegoat all you want, but I'm telling you, somebody's going to get a good offensive coordinator.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
Because I don't care what they say. Oh well, he had Tom Brady. No, you still have to draw up the right plays. You still got to draw up the right game plan that's going to put you in succession. And I know what people are going to say. Well, Bruce Arians wasn't there the last year. Okay, that might make a difference. It might. It possibly. But still, if Bruce Arians was there, you're still dealing with the same situation of not a perfect offensive line, wide receivers in and out of the lineup, injuries on the offensive side. You still deal with Tom Brady not in a 100% perfect situation.
Right, man.
Same shit. So,
he can leave something. He called
Every time I try to leave, something keep calling me back. Oh no, Tyrese and Chingy. Yeah, that's what the NFL do to be damn Tom Brady. It's almost like Pookie with crack. It be calling me.
Man, Tom Brady is now winless and bitchless.
Winless and bitchless. Yeah.
And bitchless.
AP, he says, now do you blame Leftwich or Todd Bowles? I can't blame them for a guy who's not mobile. I can't blame them for it. What game plan do you draw up for a guy?
The game has changed.
Who's not mobile?
That's the thing. The game has changed.
That's dealing with injuries. I mean, literally, that offensive line was battered all season, so they were not the typical ones. So how exactly do you draw up a game plan for you to succeed when your signal caller can't move?
Bro, that's my thing. That's my thing, man. It's the day of the immobile quarterback is gone. Majority of the quarterbacks in this league,
you got to have some mobility.
Are dual threats. Some are better than others.
Yeah, some are better than others. And I'm not saying you got to be 100% Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that. But you have to have some degree of mobility.
To me,
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is a perfect example. Perfect example. He's not Lamar.
Nope.
But he's still able to use his legs to get out of the situation.
Mobile enough.
You still have to game plan for him to run.
Have to. You got to account for it.
Well, Tom Brady, you don't have to account for that. So you just pin your ears back and go on in. And if you hold the ball too long, Aaron Rodgers does run.
Aaron Rodgers can run, but
he can run. He can move in the pocket.
He's mobile enough.
He's mobile enough. I've seen him run plenty of times to escape.
I've seen it all the time.
Aaron Rodgers run. Tom Brady does not run.
Look, Aaron Rodgers was Patrick Mahomes before Mahomes.
Right.
if you really want a comparison of what you see, I mean, because Aaron Rodgers wasn't no Michael Vick.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But like I said, Aaron Rodgers was mobile enough that he could move in the pocket, and if he had to, I could go scramble get that first down. I got enough juice in me. You know, that's what Mahomes does. That's what Aaron Rodgers does. That's the type of quarterback that I'm with you, Mel. That's where you are starting to see the trend at quarterback. That's where you see the trend. Yep.
They started that, but his name.
They lost Alex Kappa to the Bengals. Kappa went to the Bengals.
Right.
Which, by the way, he's hurt. So we'll discuss that in Denver when we get to the divisional round talks. But no, I mean, I just didn't like that firing. I get it. You need a scapegoat. You need someone to take the fall because you're not going to blame Brady. Because you're not going to blame Brady. You know why?
You're trying to say their jobs.
Oh, well, yeah, because they want Brady to come back next year. They're not going to blame Brady. Duh. They're not going to come out and say, hey.
But you know what? I say this, though, Matt. Eli was not known for his running. He still was more mobile than Brady.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you that.
A lot more mobile than Brady. Even when Brady moves in the pocket, it's just like, running through cement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's able to manipulate the pocket, or was able to manipulate the pocket when he was younger. But I still think Eli still was able to move in the pocket, and he ran when he had to. When Brady runs, he does probably 40 in 6 minutes.
You giving too much credit.
Too much credit.
yeah. Brady got the whole 10-minute mile going on over there. For real. I mean, it's crazy.
So I just think that the Tom Brady era, his type of quarterback is ending. That's my same argument with I'm about to say Kirk Cousins. Golf,
yeah.
I was like argument golf. You know, yeah, he done. You know, he he improved this year. I don't think they should look for a quarterback quick in the first couple rounds. But somewhere in that future, they need to get to somebody over there because that's the future of the game.
Speaking of offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator firings, a offensive coordinator who stayed, in my opinion, which helps this team out, Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions keeping Ben Johnson, keeping him there at least another year. To me, it works out in both situations. It gives continuity to the Lions again next year. A top 5 offense this year gives them a chance to repeat, make sure that it wasn't a fluke. So that helps out the Lions, but it also helps. It also helps out Ben Johnson's resume because if he does it again. Mm-hmm. The following year, he's going to be the hottest coaching candidate out there. All right.
And you got to look at it like this, man. Look at the jobs that were out there.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to take the Denver job?
Cap strap, money strap. Yeah.
Why'd you want to take
Russell Wilson? That's all.
Russell Wilson. Yeah, you got Russell Wilson. Yeah. Why'd you want to take Indy job?
No quarterback.
Not only that, the owner's so he's so erratic in his thinking. He made Jeff Saturday the coach. That's all you got to say right there. You know what I'm saying? And then
You there, Mel? Oh, yeah, you done froze up. Nah.
And then I'm back.
Yeah, you back.
Back.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
And then Sean Payton gonna get the better of all the jobs. So if you interview all the jobs and say he takes New Orleans, he take New Orleans job. Only thing left that's halfway decent is the Carolina job. He got ties to Carolina, but do you really want that job? Because it's a rebuilding too, and you get 2 years in and fail. Nobody gonna look at you had to rebuild. They'll look at you fail. So I think it was good. I think it was good for him. But then he probably looked at I got unfinished business over here because we building something over here. So let me stay another year and try to these take us a little further. So I think all those factors played into the reason why he stayed.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But that's definitely one for sure that I'm glad that they stay. So you got Greg Roman out in Baltimore after 6 years. But here's what's confusing. So the Ravens are saying they're going to include Lamar Jackson in an offensive coordinator search.
Right.
I'm confused by that because obviously we understand the contract situation. But here's my thing. Firing Roman, which deservedly should probably be fired because it was predictable offense. But I think it needs to go deeper with Baltimore. Like you gotta get a more aggressive GM in there that's going to help you out offensively. Because they keep spending money on defensive players. They keep spending money on defensive players.
Right.
Like they just gave Roquan Smith an extension after trading for him. When are y'all gonna actually give Lamar a legit weapon on offense?
Right, they even drafted defensive players.
I'm just saying when y'all go,
it's like, come on, man.
I see what they're doing. They're drafting all linemen and they're drafting safeties, they're drafting corners, and they're drafting tackles and guards and centers. Okay, but when are we going to put some love to the damn position players on the offensive side? I know you got J.K. Dobbins, okay, but that's been 3 years ago. Are you gonna? Okay, you got Marquise Brown. That worked out for you. A couple of 1,000-yard seasons. Trade him.
Got too many yards. Trade him.
I mean, I'm just confused on the direction of this franchise because I remember when Ozzie Newsome was running it, we had a clear, concise idea of how they wanted to run that franchise.
Right.
Ever since he's retired, y'all don't resemble a team that's won a Super Bowl in 2013, won 2 over the last 20 years. Y'all don't look like a team that's been one of the most dominant newer franchises on the scene. Like, we got to remember this team came in 95, 96?
Technically, yeah.
They already got 2 Super Bowls.
They're Cleveland Browns, but yeah.
But I'm saying, they already got 2 Super Bowls. Like this isn't your normal type of success in a 20-year span of the first 25 years of a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't normal. So there's a certain level of expectations when I see Baltimore Ravens. I'm expecting them to compete. But
look at Tampa Bay. They came in 75, and it took them to the 2000 to get a 2000. Was it 2010? When they win that first one?
02?
02, yeah. It took them to 02 to get a. So from 75 to 02, it took them to get to a Super Bowl and win one. So no, Baltimore got one quick.
Yeah, they came in like 95, 96. They won one in 2001, 2002.
Right.
Something like that. 99.
No, I mean, you're right. I think was it 2000? It was 2000, wasn't it?
When they beat the Giants.
Yeah, they beat the Giants. I remember. I remember watching the Super Bowl. I'm trying to remember. Was that 2000?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, but it was recent.
It was recent.
Let's say it was recent compared to the inception.
You talking about within 6-7 years of their inception. That's a quick turnaround of victory.
Oh yeah.
And then you add another one to 2013. So over the last 25-30 years in your existence, you got 2 championships. Like
2000, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
I have a certain expectation when I see Baltimore Ravens, and right now this does not resemble anything like that. I understand Greg Roman. I'm not going to argue that he needs to go, but there's things that come with it. You're talking about every Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl. He's seen every Super Bowl.
Whatever.
They were like, yo, how old is this man? I'm like, yo, how many Super Bowls we got? That'll go around that ballpark. You win that. But no, You look at literally Roman, who created this offense around Lamar Jackson, but it's like I said, it's the combination of what the GM is doing. I don't get what Baltimore's doing. But let me ask you this, Big Russ. Now they say, "Hey, we want you to be part of the OC search." Does this give you hope that he's returning as a Baltimore Raven?
Not really, man, because you're gonna say what you need to say in public just to kind of keep people guessing what you're gonna do.
I mean, my thing is like they're saying they're hopeful they can still sign him.
You said you gonna say that? You know what I'm saying? What else you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't gonna sign him. We're gonna trade him. We're gonna try to get rid of him. Ain't nobody gonna say that. They don't say that, but they probably sticking to this is what we're gonna pay you, and that's it. Baltimore's they already got set where they're gonna pay him, and they probably ain't budging for that. With give or take some thousands or whatever, they're probably not gonna budge from that, and that's probably why they at a standstill. Because Lamar looking for guaranteed money, they ain't looking to pay you this amount and not all guaranteed, and that's where they at a stalemate at. But my thing is, do it. If I'm Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, you gotta look at what you gonna do once you lose Lamar. Your team drops down a lot.
You have to do a complete revamp of your whole offense.
Revamp, because all the systems built around him,
around Lamar.
So you're gonna have to do a whole revamp of your team. That's gonna take years to do. Say 3 at the least, 5 at the most.
Two minimum to actually start resembling something that might be successful.
Right. Yeah.
3 for it to fully comprehend. 4 to be fully embedded in there.
Yeah. Right. So it's gonna take some draft, maybe some veteran combination of both, kind of turn around. But you got this year, they still won a lot of games where they're not gonna pick high this year. So they start moving. Let's start the process now. It's not really gonna start this year. You're not picking high. Then you got next year, depending on what you do next year without him. If you get at the bottom of the barrel, then you may get some high picks. So that's already 2 years into the process. So you got to consider that, or consider, okay, we sign him and get him what he needs, and then make that decision quickly. What you gonna do? I think they should keep him.
Oh, I never disagree that they should keep him. I just the way that the situation's been going out, there's no way I can see it actually happening, because going into the season, they tried to make a deal. Obviously, both me and you agree. I think the Ravens had their self set at one certain amount of guaranteed money, and they were not going to move.
Right.
And they didn't care about Deshaun's contract. They didn't care about Kyler's. They damn sure didn't care about Russell's.
Yeah, I don't know what they got for Hollywood.
They're like, yo, we right here. So when they didn't get the contract signed before the season, right then and there, in my head, I'm like, Lamar, you got to sit out.
Right.
Because you need to prove your worth to this franchise without you. You need to show them, okay, look, I get it. It's business. We couldn't get to agreement. But I'm not about to injure myself. I'm not about to hurt my money. I'm not about to hurt my money, so I'm going to sit out until we can come to agreement. I'll come back until we hit the point that I'm at, not where y'all at. And
he's still their best option though, Ant.
He was still their best option. And you never really replace it.
Right. So if you trade him because he dropped a lot of passes, you still got to replace that production. What he did produce, you still got to trade him. I mean, you got to replace it. They never did that. He just keep throwing more to Andrews. That's all he did.
No, and just because I want to pull up Marquise Brown's his stats why he was there. Because you're looking at a guy, like I said, I know for sure that he just came off a 1,000-yard receiving season when he got traded.
Right.
I do know that. So matter of fact, 2019 when he was drafted, he played 14 games, 46 receptions, 584 yards, 7 TDs. Nice numbers on TDs. Maybe obviously you want to get the receptions and the yards up, but nice TD amount. And that was Lamar's rookie year when he won MVP. 2020, he had 58 catches. So the catches go up, the yards go up 769, and the TD went up 8 by 1 year. And so there you go. Now his third year, he got more comfortable with Lamar. 91 catches, 1,008 yards, 6 TDs. So you see the progression there by the numbers with him and Lamar. So that's why I did not understand the reason that you had to trade him. Just all. So that was odd. So
and then go ahead. No, I'm gonna say then you gotta look at it from this standpoint too. If the quarterback market resets with each time you sign a quarterback or re-sign a quarterback,
bro, you know who's coming up, right?
Burrow's coming up.
Yes.
Herbert's coming up.
Yes.
And who else I'm listening?
Tua got a possibility if whatever they decide.
Tua need to go on sound somewhere.
Yeah, you need to sit down.
What up, Kofi? Well, let's just take those two. Those two hottest ones.
By the way, Matt, they got a 3rd round pick for Hollywood.
Let's take Burrow because Burrow's really, you know what I'm saying?
Burrow and Herbert. No, you got Burrow and Herbert.
I know what I'm saying. I'm going with Burrow. I'm sorry with Burrow. Okay. Burrow, you know what I'm saying? If he takes them just to the AFC Championship and compare what he did last year, he's going to get a bag. He's going to get a bag. Because you look at what he did both years without a line and still got production, still got it done. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get a bag. So you don't sign Lamar, now the price goes up.
Oh, the guaranteed money definitely goes up.
It goes up.
The market will possibly be changed at least 3 times.
And if they give Burrow close to what Deshaun got or more as far as guaranteed money, you really gonna have to give up the money. It behooves you to sign him now before they come up.
It had behooved them to sign him before this season started.
Oh, that's true. I'm just saying, but we gotta deal with it now. You know what I'm saying? You just sign him now before their contracts come up because it's gonna be astronomical. You know what I'm saying? If you crying about what you gotta pay now, think what you gotta pay later.
Cry now.
You know what I'm saying?
Laugh now, cry later.
Cry later. That's it.
Because they about to cry because they already know they're gonna be crying when their Brinks truck gets backed up to Lamar's house.
So they need to go ahead and make that decision quick. Is tag Lamar now before Burrow is hurt.
Here's my problem, man. If you tag Lamar, so you got to take the top 5 salaries at that position.
Right.
You're looking at between $50 million where Aaron Rodgers is at, and I think Deshaun Watson and Mahomes at like 45, 46.
Right, Kofi.
And so if you tag him, you're talking about taking the average of those top 5 salaries.
Right.
And so you're looking at 46, 47 million. So if you're willing to tag Lamar for 46, 47 for 1 year of guaranteed $47, $46 million, you might as well give him the actual long-term contract.
Might as well. Lock him in and be done with it. Yeah, it's gonna be more than 35, man. It's gonna be more than 35.
Way more than 35.
35 is what Jared Goff was making. He making 30, between 30 and 32. It'll be way more than 35.
No, because I'm about to pull it up. Because we need to have this serious conversation about this. Top 5 NFL QB salaries. Because I mean, when you talk about the average of that. All right, so Aaron Rodgers is at 40. Oh, my bad. Hold on, where is that? All right, so Aaron Rodgers, 50, $0.3 million. Russell Wilson is at $49 million. Kyler Murray is at $46.1. Deshaun Watson at $46. And then you got Patrick Mahomes at $45. So that's per year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we gonna do? We're gonna take 50.3 plus 49 plus 46.1 plus 46 plus 45. All right. And we're gonna divide that by 5. Looking at
this nigga showing us an education.
Hey, gotta be hey. I'm educated. 47.28 million tag. When you take those top 5 of those money. Give him the long-term contract. If you tag him, you might as well give him the long-term contract. It'd be stupid. It'd be pointless.
And say you want to pay and give him more than 3 years. Give him 5.
Well,
5 years. 5 years to me, it's like he's still at an age where you can assess him and say, okay, do we need to keep him past 5?
You can do 5. You can do 5 in the first 3 years to be guaranteed, and then after that, you can make your team options.
Yeah, and I think that's perfect.
We also got to remember he's 25, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He's 25.
Come on, man! You make it sound like he ain't asked. I don't think he's injury prone. Come on, man.
Well, here's the problem. I don't think. A lot of yeah, that's that Midwest education. You damn right. No, MSPS 13, none of that. But no, when you look at Lamar Jackson's situation,
come on, Ryan.
Yeah, come on now. Y'all wild, man. I mean, the guy's 25, and he missed what? He missed 5 games this year plus the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he missed 5 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the playoffs. So, hey, I don't see a trend of him being hurt all the time. But I know last year and this year, the last 5 games he missed, because the dude was tired. He was literally playing Superman, trying to carry that Ravens team.
Right.
When there's injuries falling left and right on both the offense and defensive side, Lamar is trying to carry a team for 17 games. I mean, if anything, he worn down the last 2 years. I can't blame him for that. I'm worn down. This man been running around, throwing around all over. He doing this, he doing that. But come on, man. Like, you can't sit here and wear this man down and not get him no help. And now you don't want to pay him? now you don't want to pay him?
Quarterback real crash. But so far,
my only pushback for your comment right there, right, is that you're looking at the evolution of quarterback and moving towards that.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, Jared Goff has enough mobility to get out of situations. Here's the thing,
man. Years ago, it was always said that running quarterback was a black thing. Mm-hmm. That's how it was always said.
They tried to make it about ethnicity and race.
Yeah, but now that's the game.
That's the game.
That's the game. It don't matter if you're a black quarterback, white quarterback. It doesn't matter.
You got to be mobile.
You got to be mobile. That's just the game now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you look at the majority of the quarterbacks are mobile quarterbacks. I mean, and I'm not talking about everybody looking like Lamar and Josh Allen kind of mobile, but just able to use their feet to get out of situations. That's what I mean by mobile quarterback. Some are better than others. I think that I go back to Daniel Jones. I think he's right. He's right in that slack dead in the middle of, mobile.
I like what Ryan said. Fran Tarkenton and Steve Young. If you can get a quarterback like that with mobility like that, you're fine in this age and day of NFL. You're totally fine.
Who said name a white mobile quarterback?
Daniel Jones.
We just named Daniel Jones, Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen, mobile as hell.
Josh Allen, a dang on freight train coming at you.
Hey, Joe Burrow is sneaky.
Joe Burrow is mobile. Yeah.
I didn't see him get out of hella sacks with his mobility. So,
They said Daniel Jones wasn't running more than Saquon. But you know what? I'm gonna say this: when he uses his feet, the Giants dang near win the game, win most of their games. I know when he don't run as much, those are the majority of the games they lose.
Yeah, they struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence is mobile. Right. I mean, that's why I'm glad you brought that up, because it's literally not about the ethnicity about being mobile now. It's literally about exactly. Yeah, you can move when you need to, and getting out of his sackers when you need to.
And going back to what I said before, my definition of mobile is not looking. I'm not talking about Lamar Jackson type mobile, Patrick Mahomes type mobile. I'm talking about be able to use your feet to get out of situations. You know what I'm saying? Enough speed that if it's a gaping hole in the middle, you can run for at least 5 or 6 yards.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
You know, we ain't talking about Lamar. It's a big gaping hole. You running for 30, 40 plus yards. I ain't talking about that. That's exceptional. We just talking about mobility and not sitting back in the pocket and being a dead up or down and being a sitting duck, right?
Being a Tom Brady, sitting in the pocket, and all of a sudden now you got to chuck it,
right?
Or you just got to get in fetal position because you about to get your head. Yeah. But here's one thing about all these offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator firings. This is what I need from the NFL. And because I want to see good football as a fan, I want to see good football. So you got to start offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, head coaches included. You got to start. It's okay to have your style of coaching. I get that. Right. Have your, this is what I like to run on offense, what I like to run on defense. That's cool. But here's where the good coaches separate themselves from the coaches that's just coaching and getting a paycheck. The mediocre ones and the great coaches. It's because they know how to formulate a game plan and balance it in between what you like to do and the actual personnel that you have. All right. So the next offensive coordinator for Lamar Jackson, he needs to be in accordance with his general manager and say, "Hey man, I need you to give my man some things to really make this shit click." Okay. When you get a defensive coordinator out in Miami, because they're gonna need a new defense coordinator. They fired their defensive coordinator today. Right. Hey, we gonna need to utilize. We got to bring back Brian Flores. Hey, I saw something about Brian Flores last week. I saw that Bidwell might interview him out there in Arizona, and I like it. Here's why I like it, y'all. Here's why I like Brian Flores out in Arizona. Because with Kyler Murray, Mr. Video Game, he's still a kid.
Don't get him right.
He needs some discipline. He needs somebody that's gonna get in his ass, Paul. But bruh, what the hell you doing? All right, you got your money, you got your starting position. Now, okay. But you think you made it. No, bro. Now this is when you really put the hard work in. He needs a coach that's going to hold him accountable. Cliff Kingsbury was not going to ever hold Kyler Murray accountable. I agree. He was never going to hold him accountable. He was going to let him run amok. And he did. And the fact that he ran amok got his ass up out of there. Got him fired. So it's a coach that's going to be old school, disciplined, and I think it's going to be fair. So I think Brian Flores is a fair man. From what I gather in watching him,
he seems like it. Yeah.
He seems like a fair man, but he's going to hold you accountable. But he's going to make sure you go on your shit, and I think that's what Kyler needs.
Here's the thing, man. I say this: there's mediocre coaches, there's good coaches. And there's great coaches. And when you get into the great status, that's like that 1%.
Leader of men.
It's not many great quarterbacks, great coaches. There's plenty of good coaches. There's not many great coaches. A great coach can go into a situation, assess it, and have a coaching style, but still be able to adjust that style to the personnel they have.
Big time.
You know, and I think that's what makes you a great coach. And I think that when you look at Kyler Murray, he needs a great coach. He needs a coach that can assess the situation, see what type of player he has, adjust his coaching style to that player. You know, that means whatever he takes. If he needs that discipline, get that tough discipline, but know how to kind of pull back on that discipline. You know, so it won't look like it's constantly at his neck. That balance.
Yeah,
I think he needs that balance, and I think I don't think Kingsbury is like that. You know, Kingsbury, to me, it seems like Kingsbury is just like focus on this. What I'm gonna do. This how we're gonna do it, and keep it moving. Think about that time when Kyler Murray came, when they called the time out Kansas sideline, he started screaming at Kingsbury.
What?
A great coach, he wouldn't do that too, because a great coach will already have this respect earned that he wouldn't do that too.
Bingo. There was no way in hell he comes off that sideline and he's in Brian Flores' face like that.
Right.
Matter of fact, I could name it. He's not doing Andy Reid like that. He's not doing Bill Belichick like that.
Right.
He's not doing Mike Tomlin like that. He's not doing John Harbaugh like that. And to me, those four coaches, for me, right now in the NFL, to me, are the cream of the crop of coaches.
Right.
Now I know there's some young guys who are coming up. You know, the Shanahans, the McVays. But here's my thing. I'm talking about these guys are old school minded coaches who are still succeeding in a new time of football because of what you just said. It respect. These players respect these guys because they understand that whatever these guys say to me, they ain't doing that for the shits and giggles for themselves.
Right.
They doing that for the benefit and the betterment of the team. And so I can respect that. And then that's when that respect is earned. And I know, hey, say what you want. Dan Campbell's going to soon be there because when I was watching Hard Knocks, he commanded those guys respect because he gave it. You get what you give,
right?
And when I was watching Hard Knocks in season with the Cardinals, Kingsbury is he's like one of the fellas pretty much. They respected him enough, as in like, yeah, you are coach, but like, bro, you one of the fellas, man.
Right.
Because just the way that he verbalized to him is like, yeah, we hear you, but we ain't paying no attention to you.
Right.
Because every time all right, let's get after it. Let's get one. Get back in the game. They looking at him like, motherfucker, we got 4 wins. Shut the fuck up.
Come on, man. Goofy ass nigga.
Man, shut your goofy ass up.
Goofy ass up, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Man, shut your Oh, that's a good question, Jay. Take that, man.
Here's the difference. I'll tell you what the difference is. Because I know a lot of people try to bring color into it. And sometimes I'm on that, I see it. You know what I'm saying? If I see it, I'm gonna speak on it. But I don't. In this case, I'm gonna tell you why it's different. He just came off a season with Jim Schwartz before he got hired.
Talking about
Caldwell. Yeah, before he got hired, Jim Schwartz was in there. He didn't really separate or differentiate himself between what Schwartz did with the Lions and what he did with the Lions. It seemed like he hit his ceiling. This is what he's gonna. This is where he's at. He's not gonna do better than this. When Campbell came in, you saw a difference with the attitude. You saw a difference the way the team responded. You saw a difference the way things happened. And they came out already telling you this is a rebuild. Caldwell went on a rebuild. He was on a takeover to take it to a higher level. And he never got to that level. Because remember, when Schwartz was there, they wasn't losing.
They went to the playoffs.
They went to the playoffs. Yeah. So he came to a same personnel. You hit that same personnel, so you have to elevate it. You know what I'm saying? Where Campbell came in, this is a rebuild. Yeah. So you went from 3 1 year to almost tripling what you did the following year. So that's why it's lauded. That's why it's applauded. So I don't think skin color played a part in it. I
You're
think it was
saying
just
you're pretty much saying different circumstances and
different
situations where the
circumstances,
team
different
was in.
situations, right? That's
Okay.
all it was, you know. And I tell everybody this is the first time when I watch the Lions play that I can feel a difference.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like before, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, you're gonna root for your team because your team.
Yeah.
But you still kind of like, okay, I'm waiting for another shoe to fall. Something about to
Like,
happen. You know
I'm
what I'm
waiting
saying?
for it. I'm waiting for it.
You know what I'm saying? This year, it's kind of like you expected certain things to happen because you see the change. You see the way they walk, the way they carry themselves, the way they responded to the coach. It was
Boy,
all different.
they walk different. They talk different. They
Yeah,
play different.
they play different.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think the difference is. Now, you know, we gotta see what the third year looks like. I think the third year is the litmus test.
Yeah.
It's like if you got, you know what I'm saying, if you make the playoffs this third year and you win a division,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, you on the right trajectory to go up.
Big time, big time. All right, well, let's get into these playoff games and then we'll close out the show. Man, so starting Saturday, of course, the 4:30 game, you got the squad, Kansas City Chiefs. They will be hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just real quick, I'll say my piece and then I'll let you say what you got about the game. Look, Chiefs better bring it. They better bring it because
don't look past Jacksonville.
Don't look past Jacksonville because I know you beat them 27-17 earlier in the season, in the regular season. But guess what? This is a different team, a different mojo, and we can't dismiss the fact that Doug Peterson, who is the coach of the Jaguars, he knows Andy well, very damn well. He knows him well. Coached under him, played for him. All right. So just because you beat him 27-17 in week what's that? Well, week 9, week 10?
Something like that.
It was still a close game. And I remember this game vividly because you could not.
Yeah, you're right, Jay.
They couldn't put the Chiefs could not put the Jaguars away. And I saw Jay's comment right there. But yeah, because the Chiefs had 3 turnovers, lost a fumble twice, interception thrown by Mahomes. You lost time of possession. I mean, let's be real about the situation. There was times where the Chiefs just could not put away the Jaguars. And I think you gotta point that to the fact that there's familiarity between Doug Peterson, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs organization. Because I mean, when you're such familiar with such a coach, you know tendencies, you know what he's going to favor to, his weaknesses, and so you're going to be able to exploit certain things matchup wise. And so I look, the Jaguars defense, they're not a top 5 defense, but them boys fly around the field. You know, they may not cause as much turnovers, they may not get as many sacks, but the last few weeks against Tennessee, against California Chargers last week, the last 2 weeks that I've seen the Jaguars, they found a way to defensively, you know, come up big at the right opportune times. Right. And it matters. And so you can't sleep on that. And look, Sunshine's over there.
Pacheco ain't no joke.
Hey, thank you. Run the ball, which is Andy Reid's. He's allergic to it. All right, I know it drives me crazy as a fan watching it, and it drives me crazy. But when you got Sunshine on the other side of the field, Sunshine. Yeah, Chiefs found the running game, but they don't like to use it. You know, you got to use it more often. But hey, Trevor Lawrence he's emerging as one of those quarterbacks that's about to hit the next level. And I'm not saying that. Look, Chiefs are going to win this game because they are the better team, but I think it's damn sure a close game because I want to see what Vegas is really looking at it. Matter of fact, let me go to it. What are they calling it? Yeah, they got Chiefs favored 8.5. So you know, this pretty much just saying 3 field goals. I can rock with that spread. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is definitely a one possession, like a field goal or a touchdown type of game. So I won't be surprised at all. How you feeling about it, Big Homie?
Well, here's what I say. I'm gonna take what you said and kind of flip it a little bit. So the last time they played, Chiefs had 3 turnovers, but they still won the game. So my thing is, if they can overcome 3 turnovers and good enough to win the game, and here's the second time they play in playoff mode, how much better is that team gonna be?
And coming off the bye,
coming off a bye week.
Andy Reid's record is ridiculous coming off the bye. I don't have the stats on that, but
so I mean, I think that Peterson showed this that he team is well coached, but you're not playing the Las Vegas Chargers. You playing the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get down 27-0 and they allow you to come back in the game. Ooh. You got a better coach.
Yeah, I saw what Jay said. Hey, you give 4 interceptions, you give a 27-point lead to Mahomes and them. You might as well don't even come out at halftime, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid is a better coach. He's gonna do what we say just did: run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Keep it out of their hands. And then even when it comes to a lead, he gonna run the ball then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep the ball out their hands. And I think that this game is, I think it's not going to be close in the second half. First half is going to look like it's going to be close. Second half, Chiefs going to blow it open.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Yeah. We'll definitely check out the predictions on that. But let's move on, because the NFC game for Saturday night, the 8:15 game, you got the champs. We got the football pick'em champ MJ's Giants with Icebox on there, Little Giants take on the Eagles. Vegas has this as a they got 7.5 point favorite for the Eagles. I see Vegas is trying to trap some of y'all motherfuckers, boys.
Right.
Because when I see that, I see that Vegas is thinking that this is. I think they're trying to downplay it a little bit because, obviously, this is division game, and hey, man, what do you always say about division games?
Man, division games are different because each team know each other, play them enough times. They got tough games to win.
Bingo. And so when you played each other, I know 48-22 the Eagles won, and then 22-16 the last time the Eagles and Giants played.
That's a close game though.
Yeah,
22-16 is close.
And the Eagles needed to play that game to secure the number 1 spot. So both games mattered. So you looking at literally 22-48, so there's 50. So you're looking at a 70 to 8. Do that quick little math real quick. 70 to 38 advantage Giants down to the Eagles. And that's just the regular season this year. But I'm with you when it's a divisional game. I'm throwing out that 48-22 victory. And I'm looking at the 22-16 because that's when both teams needed it mattered. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. Did the Giants rest that week 18 against the Eagles? I know Jalen Hurts played because that was after he missed 2 games, and he played for sure. And so the Eagles pretty much played their starters because they needed to lock down that number 1 seed. But correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, if the Giants had rest people or not. But regardless, it was a close game. And so when you look at a 6-point difference in that week 18 game, Giants barely had any starters playing. Okay. That makes it a little bit different. Yeah, Giants set their. I saw you, Jay. My bad. I should have saw the comment right there. Yeah, Eagles ran a bland game plan for Hurts' return, and Giants set their starters. Okay, so pretty much we really can't even get an actual glimpse on this game because when you rest starters in Week 18, and because Davis Webb played. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. And the Eagles started their players because they needed to get in there. And I agree with Jay. They didn't run nothing fancy. You can never discredit the division factor, man.
Oh yeah.
And I love what you said about Daniel Jones' mobility. Because you said when he runs and is integrated in the running game just as much as Saquon, it's a different offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can see this being a close game. Hey man, I might get made fun of this.
Well, here we go.
I think the Giants are going to win this by a field goal.
I'm gonna need to come to your house and get some of that weed.
Nah, man.
I don't know who's supplying you, but that's some good shit.
No, just hear me out, man. Just hear me out. When the Eagles literally had to get desperate and put Jalen Hurts in there to get that number 1 seed, I don't think that's enough. I don't even think that's enough. I think Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Jay.
Really playing competitive football. It's been at least a month.
Put 20 on it.
Want to put 20 on it? I could do it. Let's put 20 on it. I could put I put 20 on it. And y'all hear it? Y'all got the evidence. I'm putting 20 on it, and so be ready to send me that $20 through my PayPal or Zelle when the Giants pull that upset Saturday night.
Wow.
Hey man, hey look, I'm telling you, I'm just not liking the rest that Jalen Hurts has had.
Okay.
I know I'm going out on the whim, man. I just love what Brian Daboll is doing with that offense, and the defense is doing enough. Defense is doing enough.
And like you said,
hey, of course he is. My man's a Giants guy, but I'm just saying. I'm looking at it. Look, I can't. I don't think this is a blowout. I don't think this is a super blowout type of situation. This is going to be a closer game. Daniel Jones was. Hey, I saw the clip when he was on the airplane, supposed to be celebrating his victory, first playoff win in his first playoff appearance. You know what he was doing? He was watching film. He was studying for the Eagles, bro.
He did better than Kyler Murray. You know what the Cardinals should do? They should integrate the playbook into Call of Duty.
A video game, yeah. Hey, that's what you got to do. Integrate the playbook. Hey, dog, just put your playbook in Madden and tell them to play Madden.
Play Madden.
Hey, play some Madden, bro. Yeah, play this because your ass need to study. But no, hey, I can respect the guy that literally didn't even waste time to get ready for his next team.
Yeah, I give him props for that.
He's supposed to be celebrating. He's like, nah, because look, the Eagles are a good team, but
on paper,
they got on paper. But hey, man, they got some flaws. And here's one thing I don't think nobody's really paying attention. Lane Johnson, the right tackle, who rarely gives up a sack. If he plays, he's not going to be 100%. And he going against a 100% healthy Kayvon Thibodeau, who's been eaten up lately. Boy.
I'll say this. Go ahead.
Hey, Kayvon Thibodeau has been balling. He's been heating up, and if Lane Johnson is not at 100%, he's going to cause some havoc. He's going to cause some problems. And if he doesn't play, that makes it even that much harder to pass protect against Kevin Thibodeau. And I mean, I'm not saying Thibodeau is going to be defensive rookie of the year. He should definitely get some strong considerations. He had a great second half.
Sauce Gardner got that thing sold up.
Oh yeah, Sauce Gardner.
You don't give it to Sauce. You gotta give it to you gotta give it to Hutch. You don't give it to Sauce.
Yeah.
I'll say this. If Jones can establish a run attack with his feet, because those corners that the Eagles got are tough. You know, Slay back there and the rest of them, they tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to get them where they're gonna have to cheat up a little bit, expect for you to run, so you can get your receivers behind them and throw a lot of, and get the linebacker to cheat up so you can throw a lot of underneath slants and stuff like that. So if you can establish Barkley and he can establish his feet moving, I think they need to do some bootlegs and get him moving in that pocket to get that Eagles defense unease. I think they can do that. They have a good game plan, good formula to win that game. On paper, the Eagles look better.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. Eagles look better on paper, but man,
I think this is my litmus test to see how far the Eagles go. Depends on how they play. I'm not probably gonna look at win and lose. I want to see how they play the Giants, and that tell me a lot about what the Eagles gonna do for the rest of the playoffs. Because if not, I'm back in San Francisco after that.
Oh no! Well, San Francisco's my favorite to come out of the NFC right now. Anyway, that was my
I was gonna get to that too, and see how the Commanders, only team that beat them. What was their formula for beating them? You know what I'm saying?
The coach was able to slow him down, so I will watch that film. I agree with Ant. I would definitely watch the.
It kind of make me break out a highs agreeing with Ant, but.
Well, the second Washington game, not the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
Don't watch the first one. Watch the second one. And I'm the three losses to Cowboys, Washington, and who was the other one? The Saints. So I will watch those three matchups, and just I'm just gonna say Giants in the close one.
I mean, I'll put it this way: I wouldn't be totally surprised if Giants win. I won't. I think the Giants have a chance. I don't think
they got a nice little Cinderella story going on right now.
I don't think it's like gonna be where they don't have a chance. I think they do have a chance. I think one of their chances is to get that defense off balance with moving Jones in that pocket, because he's not a prolific passer. He's a good passer, an okay passer. But he's not a prolific passer.
Here's to add just a little bit, another layer onto what you're saying with Daniel Jones. Mm-hmm. So Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley get the running game going. That gets you that opens up your playbook, play action bootleg, like you said.
Right.
But this is what I love about them establishing the run. Because we got to be honest about it. If you establish the run, guess what that does? That takes a rusty Jalen Hurts and keep his ass on the sideline. You don't ever give Jalen Hurts a chance to get in the rhythm. Yes, thank you. Never get in the rhythm. And so here's my thing. Here's my thing about the defense when it comes to the Eagles. Not one of the best when it comes to stopping the run. They're about middle of the pack. And so you establish the run with Daniel Jones, Saquon, help your team get into flow, and you mess up the flow of the Eagles. So you kill two birds with one stone. I can see that a big possibility happen.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that he needs to have Lamar Jackson kind of run plays, but just move him in that pocket and do run occasionally to keep him guessing. So some plays be designed like quarterback runs, and some plays just bootlegs and keep him moving in that pocket where you don't know what he's gonna do.
Mhm.
You know, I think that's gonna help him establish Saquon and establish the pass game. Because you can do almost like a bootleg option type RPO type thing, which you don't know what he's going. If he's gonna run, you're gonna give it to Barkley, hit Barkley in the flats. You know, just kind of get them all off balance and know what you're gonna do. If you just become one dimensional, that defense is gonna eat all day. They got a decent front four, and got a good cornerback crew. So I think that if you establish that, you're gonna keep them off balance.
And just to back
be physical with them.
And just to back it up with stats. So here's the thing with the Eagles defense. They are number one defense against the pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They are all where are they against the run? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. They're, like I said, 17th against the run. So you see where you got to attack them. Now, if you don't get the running game established, that's where you are truly fucked because they are number one in sacks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you put in passing situations, good luck, Daniel Jones. Good luck, Giants. So this is why it's important with his RPO right here with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. They need to play the most perfect game that they can ever possibly play this Saturday. Because they don't get that running game started. I'm looking at the numbers, man. It's not going to be a pretty sight for the Giants. It's not going to be pretty. Oh, flip side, it's favored towards the Eagles. It really is, dude. The Giants defense is not comparable to the Eagles defense. They're not. But this is why it's so important to establish the run because you can keep Jalen Hurts on the sideline. The best way to beat great quarterbacks is keep their ass on the sideline.
And plus, the Giants play good defense as a unit.
They do.
No, so I think that's one thing you gotta look at too. I just think that, I mean,
if Giants win time of possession, they win this game.
Okay, all right.
I'm willing to go on that. So win time of possession, and obviously Daniel Jones has to play clean football like he's pretty much done for the majority of the season. I think they win this game.
Right. I mean, I think the Giants can get a rush, get in on them because the Lions put a lot of pressure on the Eagles when they played. Mm-hmm. It's just they couldn't stop Jalen Hurts coming out of the backfield.
That mobility.
You know what I'm saying? So, but they put a lot of pressure on them, a lot. So I think they was getting past their O-line. It's just that containing Hurts. So if the Giants can put pressure on and contain, you know what I'm saying, you forcing him to pass. Let's see what you can do. And I think that's the biggest. I don't think he's a great passer himself. He's okay. I don't think he's a great passer. He's gotten better. Still think he's a great passer. If you got to depend on him to pass for most of the game, you got a good chance to win the game.
No doubt.
So I think if you can keep pressure on them and keep them contained in that pocket and force them to pass, the Giants got a good opportunity to win that game.
Agreed. But final predictions. I'm going Giants. I'm going 21-20. I'm going 21-20.
I'm going Eagles 2017.
Okay. Fair. All right, let's move on to Sunday because Sunday.
If he show a Galladay, Galladay ain't showing up. So that's
Anthony AP. Hey man.
Galladay straight up came in with a mask on and just robbed the Giants. For real. He just straight up arm robbery. Arm robbery.
Hey, AP, this is a Kenny Galladay free zone. Don't ever
Don't
pick up that motherfucker's name up no more.
Straight up strong arm robbery. For real. RNA.
You gonna come off this motherfucking goddamn money.
For real.
Yo, no doubt. Sunday, 3 p.m. So remember y'all, 3 p.m. You got Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. and Buffalo has a 5.5 point favorite. Galladay?
Galladay ran game on them. He like the bitch that told you she was pregnant. And get you pay child support for 18 years. Probably ain't your kid.
18 years. 18 years. Find out it wasn't his.
That's
Kenny
Galladay.
Galladay. That be him.
That's Galladay in a nutshell. What you mean you're not a receiver?
I can't with y'all, bro. Yo, y'all motherfuckers wild, bro. But no, how you see this Bills and Bengals game shaking off, man?
Oh man, if it's anything like it was the last matchup, you know, like the Bengals handled them pretty good. They're getting all they can take. Now, you know, we do know that they lost another tackle, so that might be a factor in this game. You know, but
so
if
just pretty much what Mel is saying, the Bengals are going to have backup left tackle, right tackle, and a backup guard playing for them on Sunday.
Right. 15.
Who's your credential, son?
Since he lost a little, yeah. What Jay say?
Yes, DeMar will be there. From what I've been gathering,
that's the only thing. That's gonna be the only factor I'm looking at. They rallying around.
No, I've seen reports they expect DeMar Hamlin to be in attendance. Matter of fact, he was there against the Dolphins. Ironic, they won by 3 points. Run the damn ball. No, it didn't. You look at DeMar Hamlin has pretty much been at the facility pretty much every day since he's got back to Buffalo. So I expect him for sure to be in attendance. So you think that plays a factor, big homie?
Yeah, the refs gonna start cheating. It's a better story. Yeah, what writes a better story, man? My man goes down, near-death experience, and then he comes back to the team. The team go all the way to the Super Bowl. That's a good story. Good storyline.
Story writes itself. You right.
Yeah, that's a good storyline, man. The refs might start cheating, calling phantom pass interference.
That's the only thing I'm worried about in this game, bro.
You know, so I don't know, man. But just going with what I see on paper, if I look at what Cincinnati did last year, they had the same issues last year that around this time they have this year. No O-line. I mean, I think I saw a stat. I can't remember if it was Joe Burrow's. Well, it had to be a second year because first year don't count. He had 51 sacks. That's a lot of sacks, bro.
Hella sacks.
That's a lot of sacks. The last year in the Super Bowl, he got I can't remember the Super Bowl or the championship game. He got sacked 9 times.
That was against Tennessee.
Yeah,
in that divisional game.
Times, bro.
Yeah,
that's a lot of sacks.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it from that standpoint, if you get sacked that many times against Buffalo.
Jay.
49 Super Bowl storyline will be.
Hey, go to Jay's comment to one none of that. We sacked this bitch ass 9 times. hey, tell me you are a distraught Titans fan without telling me you are a distraught Titans fan.
Bruh, they was putting on him, man. They was putting him on him.
He said the shit checkers, man.
Bruh, they're putting him worse than the game bang.
Bruh.
For real.
They was treating Joe Burrow like Megan Hall.
Yeah, bruh. I don't know, man. It's hard to pick. I think it's gonna be a good game. You know, If the refs don't get in it, I think it'll be a good game.
I'm surprised Vegas got this a 5.5 point favorite. To me, this is like this is even like this is a joint that you say like -2, -1.
Yeah, it should be closer.
-3. But 5.5? I mean, I maybe I'm nitpicking a little bit, but I mean,
I agree with you on that one.
Bro, needs a guaranteed contract for it. Oh yeah.
He taking more hits than a nigga at a traffic stop.
Bro, stop, bro. He taking more hits than a crackhead at a crack stop.
You know what I'm
saying? Joe, he gonna get his money. I ain't.
He better.
Oh no, he definitely gonna get his money. But I'm looking at this
matchup. Man, I'm going Bengals though.
I'm still going Bengals only because here's what I've seen from Cincinnati all year. I know people are going to sit here and worry about they're going in with 3 backups on the offensive line. I get that, but every time they've had an injury, I thought that they were supposed to decline and they didn't.
Yeah,
Jamar Chase goes. Yeah, Jamar Chase goes down for pretty much like a month, and they went like 4-1 over that stretch. Right. They went down with Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase for like a couple of weeks, and they still won. Right. So, you know, as many times as I keep wanting to count the Bengals out because they have injuries to important parts of their football team, they still win. I have to account that in the factor, and literally, you know, I can't ignore that fact. I can't ignore that fact that the Bengals have always came up on the better end of injuries all season. No matter where it's been at, they've been fine. I gotta go Bengals.
We talk about it. With the expectation the Bills,
he should just turn off the TV. DeMar Hamlin here. Oh man,
it's over.
It's over.
WWE.
Watching SmackDown.
Right. So let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
With the anticipation of the Bills this season and being the favorites, if they lose to the Bengals, is this a disappointing season?
I don't. Well, obviously, the players and the people in that building are going to feel it's a disappointing season.
Well, let me change the word. It's an underachieved season.
Oh, it's definitely underachieved because it to me is Super Bowl bust with them. Matter of fact, I mean, honestly, you look at Cincinnati, Buffalo, and Kansas City. To me, those 3 teams are Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, but they're in the same conference, so
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So much. 2 of them got to lose.
So 2 of them about to come on the short end of the stick.
Yeah. Situation. So yes. I think with those 3 teams, it's AFC or it's a bad season. AFC Championship or it's a bad season because you know 2 of them are gonna lose. So if say like Chiefs plays the Bengals in the AFC Championship and the Chiefs win, it's still not a disappointing season to me. The Bengals, if the Chiefs lose and the Bengals win, it's still not a disappointing season because they got to the next level, next Super Bowl because they're in the same conference. So one of them got to lose.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I think if you get to the division round and lose, I believe it's a disappointing season or an underachieved season because you didn't make it to
the championship.
You know, the championship game. You got to at least make it to the AFC Championship game.
It would definitely suck if Buffalo can't get out of the divisional round again.
Right.
You look at obviously the 13-second game last year in the divisional round, and that's after you played the Chiefs in the championship round the year before. Mm-hmm. So Buffalo right now, Buffalo is AFC Championship or bust. Mm-hmm. So I can concede that. Okay. Now Cincinnati, they just coming off a Super Bowl appearance. They definitely got to be thinking Super Bowl or bust.
Okay.
And then with Kansas City, hell, I mean, just look at their track record. You get 4 straight AFC Championship appearances, a Super Bowl consecutive appearances, and a victory. It's Super Bowl bust for them. And so
I mean, I don't think it's the right or wrong answer. I'm just kind of curious what you.
No, I just think with Buffalo, man. Here's my thing with Buffalo, and this is what really scares me about Buffalo. Mm-hmm. As good as Josh Allen is, and as good as he can be at times, it's like sometimes, like, why does he have to be Superman when you have complementary pieces pretty much throughout the whole offense?
I blame McDermott for that, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
didn't pull the reins in and say, "Hey, bro, you know." To me, when you get into a game and your quarterback, or any player, just say any player on their team, mm-hmm. especially your star player, is getting that way, you pull them to the side and say, "Look, man, you know, you don't have to do it yourself. You got other people around you. Use those people. You calm them down, get them focused, because we talking about going to the Super Bowl. You know, we have those kind of caliber people on our team.
AP, they do miss somebody.
Yeah, Von Miller.
But I don't think it's Von Miller. I think it's Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
They miss Brian Daboll because Brian Daboll was pretty much the architect to turn Josh Allen around and pretty much the guy that can pretty much rein him in. Now, I feel like he's doing so much to prove that, hey, I can do it without Brian Daboll, that he's forcing. He's doing too much. And you see these stupid, idiotic red zone turnovers, and they're bad turnovers. They are literally, look, let's cut this shit.
All right.
If that wasn't the Miami Dolphins, or hell, if it was the Miami Dolphins with Tua, they lost that game. We got to be real about this situation. If Tua played like he did a couple of weeks ago in Buffalo that Saturday night, and then he was present. No. I'm not saying. I mean, you can't rule it out the way the man's been prone for it, so you can't rule it out. But I'm just saying, I'd have had more faith in Tua than Skylar Thompson.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
And the way that the game played out, you probably could have lost that game if Tua played. But the way that Josh Allen is literally giving up red zone turnovers, he can't do that against Cincinnati.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that to a better team.
You can't do that. Exactly. You can't do that to a better team. Cincinnati and Kansas City will make you pay for those red zone turnovers. So to me, this is what scares me with Buffalo, is how good and talented they are. Is that sometimes I feel like Josh Allen might get in his own damn way sometimes. So it's like, come on, bro, you got it. Hey, my guy, these fucking goddamn turnovers you got going on. Let's bring these motherfuckers back down.
Right.
But I'm not saying that don't miss Von Miller, because he definitely plays a part in that. But
I'm like another concussion.
See, you got another one.
We're talking about him.
You heard again. You wild, man. But no, I mean, I'm happy that we're actually going to get a finish to this game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I would have loved to see the outcome of that game. I hope they would, played that game. I know, look, suspending the game was the right thing to do. I just wish they could have finished it at some later time and date. And just kind of, because I'm not a fan of this damn neutral site shit. I'm not a fan of this, but that's another conversation for another time. But Bill's got to take care of business first to even have that conversation about the neutral conference championship site game. But no. And then, of course, ending out the weekend of divisional round.
Fuck the Cowboys.
We them boys. We them boys. Making noise. So your Cowboys, the guys that love them. Hey, look, I apologize, Cowboys fans, because last week I said Tom Brady was your daddy. I did the paternity test, and I got false results. He's not your daddy. All right. Y'all made Tom Brady, y'all humbled his ass last week.
I don't apologize. Fuck the Cowboys.
But so my bad. Cowboys fans, but I mean, it still was a funny bit though.
The Cowboys losing makes the internet better.
Oh, because the jokes is plentiful.
Oh my God!
Like the memes is on another level when the Cowboys lose.
So they had the Super Bowl already. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we beat Tom Brady in them.
Right.
We done enough.
I ain't had to slide or nothing.
And guess what? It's about to be reality because
Thanks, man.
Because here's the deal, and here's the situation at hand. You fellas are going up against San Francisco, who is probably the most complete team out of all teams in the playoffs right now.
Man,
most complete team.
Was X factor.
I'm actually surprised that Vegas has a 4-point favorite for the 49ers. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm floored by that. But I think this is definitely the betting trap game that people want you to take that 4 points with Dallas. Vegas wants you to take that 4 points with Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're about to stiff it to you. Because listen here, y'all. Dallas about to go in there with them old raggedy ass fans. We them buzz. We making noise. They gonna send their ass home packing.
Look, scan the car and be just like this. Head down, everything.
We gonna get a couple cowboy criers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, couple of them jokers about to cry. All right, but this is the moment that it all comes to an end. It's gonna be 2 years in a row that the 49ers gonna end your season. All right, this is gonna be the situation at hand. Look, y'all on paper always look good, Cowboys. You always look good, but your D line is going up against a good offensive line. That's going to cancel how good your O-line is because you're going up against that's cancel how good your D-line is. You're going up against a good O-line. Oh, and guess what? You've been having problems on your O-line. Guess what the San Francisco 49ers got? They got a damn good D-line.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guess what? Hey, Dak, you about to be on skates this week, boy. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to... Hey, if there's a game that Dak Prescott needs to play like he's damn a combination of Joe Montana, Michael Vick, and all them motherfuckers rolled into one, this needs to be the game. But that ain't you though, Dak. We know the truth. That ain't you.
No, we know the truth.
Look, we know the truth. That ain't you, Dak. Hey man, Look.
Nick Bosa and Trent Williams.
Trent Williams on the O-line, Nick Bosa on the D-line. They about to get after it. The 49ers are the most complete team I've seen in a long ass time. And guess what, y'all? Boy, they about to put on them. Kyle Shanahan and them boys about to put on a masterpiece on the Cowboys. He's about to out-coach the hell out of Mike McCarthy this week.
The hell out of him.
And his players are about to outplay the hell out them Cowboys this week.
Right.
I would be shocked if this is a 4-point favorite game for the 49ers. If they only win by 4. If these jokers don't win by 10 points, I'm going to be disappointed. Because to me, the Cowboys always come up short, disappoint every year. They got the talent, but you're going up against a more superior team.
Man, playoffs ain't the playoffs until I see a Cowboy fan cry.
Well, you might get your wins this weekend, cuz. You definitely go. Look.
I say now it's playoff season.
I'm telling you, man. They look. I'll gladly come on here on air and take another L because I said my take about the Cowboys and I was wrong. I was wrong about Tom Brady. All right?
I'm still gonna say fuck the Cowboys.
I mean, I take my L's when I take them, but I'm
gonna take my L. But I'm still gonna say fuck the Cowboys.
I'm just saying the 49ers are just a better team through and through. Yeah. I mean, and they were a better team last year than the Cowboys when they played them in that game. But now they're even a even more upgraded team this year because that offense moves better with Brock Purdy. Say what you want, it moves better with Brock Purdy. Oh, there's a white boy in the backfield that finally managed to stay healthy, and he looking damn good in Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now you got another element in Christian McCaffrey that's another deadly level. Oh, Elijah Mitchell, the other running back that finally came back from injury. He's the bruiser. He's the one that's going to want to run you over and take your head off.
Mm-hmm.
Christian McCaffrey just want to juke you at your jockstrap, but Elijah Mitchell going to run over you. He want to put your heart in the ground. Oh, good offensive lineman. Can't forget about the Trent Williams leading that. Come on. Brandon Ayuk is doing his thing as a second wide receiver. Hey, they happen to have one of the best two tight ends in all of football right now. George Kittle is, last time I checked, he's a damn good tight end. Oh, I didn't even mention damn Deebo Samuel yet.
Yeah, he both X Factor.
I ain't even mentioned Deebo yet. And so you look at all this weaponry on the offensive side that is literally being played to a T by a good coach. Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. Damn good coach, doing this thing right there. And then you got DeMeco Ryans, the defensive coordinator, who's going to get hot. I'm telling you, he's going to get himself a job. He's going to get himself a job the moment that the 49ers are done with football. Because there's a franchise that won't fill a seat till they talk to this guy.
Right.
DeMeco Ryans going to get himself a job. But you look at that defense, the way they flying across the field. You got Pro Bowlers on every level. Come on, man. Boy, Cowboys, I better hope y'all don't get drugged. I'm telling you, I don't see. To me, I think this is the this might be the beatdown of the weekend.
I agree with you. I think that I'm looking at Jay's comment. I seen him. He got pressure a couple times, and he moved in that pocket pretty good, man. Purdy did. So I just think, he's poised to beat the Cowboys. And we talking about the Cowboys. They'll figure out a way to lose.
Cowboys do cowboy shit.
Right.
Cowboys do cowboy shit. I mean, here's the thing about Purdy, though. Brock Purdy played all 4 years as a starter at Iowa State. So he's got starter experience, game experience on the D1 level, playing D1 competition. And so now, him being a rookie, he's seeing the same people he competed in D1 for 4 straight years now in the NFL. So he's faced quality competition, and word on the street is the dude's hungry. He studies. He's in the lab. He's putting in the work. So you take putting in the work plus the experience. That's why this moment ain't too big for him.
Right.
And that's why he's been able to been put into the starting position right when Jimmy G got hurt and the offense ain't skipped a beat. Matter of fact, I feel like the offense looks better with Purdy. I'm willing to say that it looks better with Purdy than Jimmy G.
Wow.
Look, Jimmy G's done in San Francisco because of Brock Purdy.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Trey Lance conversation, we'll put two bars pause on that conversation, because I think that needs to be a conversation needs to be had after the season and when they finally make a decision on what they're going to do. But Brock Purdy, I don't think he's too big for this moment, man. And
I don't either.
I can understand if the San Francisco 49ers had a mediocre offensive line. I would say, then I'd be worried, but not when I got Trent Williams and the rest of them boys that's been keeping Purdy upright for the most part. And Purdy has enough mobility. We've been talking about mobility with quarterbacks.
Oh, definitely.
Like I just seen him run around the field just to throw the ball away, man.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have to do much, man, because the weaponry he has.
He doesn't need to.
Man, think how they use Samuels, backfield, sweeps, in and arounds. You know, there's so many ways they're moving him around so much like that. The defense always got to account for that. That takes the pressure off of Purdy.
A lot.
You know. So, and then they got a good O-line who can establish the run game.
Mm-hmm.
That takes more pressure off of Purdy. So all you really have to do is play a clean game, hit the pads you need to hit, keep the ball moving, try not to turn the ball over.
21 out of 25, give me 200 yards and a couple TDs. That's all I need.
That's it. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you can't make the play, let your defense get the ball back for you.
And they can.
The defense can score. Yeah. Right. So just play smart football, and you pretty much win this game.
They're the more physical team.
Because, and then the other X factor is, Mike McCarthy's not that smart.
Bingo.
Like John Belushi playing head coach.
Yo, chill, bro. I mean, hey, you're not wrong though, because it's like, come on, man. I'm waiting for Mike McCarthy to just do the bonehead coach move of the year, and he's gonna do it early in the game, and that's what's gonna help.
Oh, I forgot.
I can see it right now.
Can't make extra points.
Hey,
bro, he missed 4.
Hey, how do you miss 4 in a row, bro?
In a row, bro.
4 in a row. Oh well, yeah. Come on, that defensive coordinator from Minnesota deserved to get fired. Come on, man. He cost him a season. He cost him a season. That defense was absolutely trash. It was terrible. It was putrid. It was disgusting. But no, man. Hey, real quick, because we need to get out of here. But real quick though, I'm gonna be real with you though, man. Okay. I know you never been a big fan of Kirk Cousins.
Right.
If I was Minnesota, I would move him.
I would trade him. Man. He showed you what he can do for you.
Thank you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He showed you what he hit the ceiling. That's the ceiling.
Hey, y'all. Hey, guys. I want y'all to understand that me and Mel agree that they should trade Kirk Cousins. And you talking about a guy, him. He hates Kirk Cousins. and me, who I'm not like a 100% advocate of Kirk Cousins, but I respect his game.
Hey, and once I take him back.
Send him to Washington.
He just Carson Wentz 2.0. Take him back.
Look, all I'm saying is with Kirk Cousins, and I agree with you 100%. You look at Stephon Diggs, who's been there. Now you got Justin Jefferson. You got elite wide receivers that's been there. He has Dalvin Cook. That offense for Minnesota got some weapons. Yeah. Why is it we can't get to a Super Bowl with this offense?
Hell, why you can't get out the first round?
Yeah. Look, I get it. The defense ain't good. I get that. But that offense should be good.
It ain't horrible though, Lamar.
No. This year, no, they were horrible. Is because they this year they were absolutely terrible.
I'll trade Cook away.
Nah.
Why'd you trade Cook before you trade Kirk Cousins? I don't understand that.
Trade Kirk Cousins. Come on, AP.
Cook is not the problem, man.
Hey, man, no, stop. No, we need to cut it out because AP, you are suffering from being a Washington fan.
I expect this kind of shit from Commander fan.
Because now you come on our show talking crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you get everybody to weed but me. What's up?
Nah, trust me. That weed don't make you do that.
That's something else.
No, that's something else. AP on something else. He ain't on my batch. He got a different strand or something else to make him talk crazy and reckless like that. You don't never trade Dalvin Cook before you trade Kirk Cousins. No. Right. What are we doing, AP? Hey man, that's why you are a fan of sports and not a GM of sports. Because you would be fired halfway through the season. They'd be like, matter of fact, hey, AP, you would get fired before Dan Snyder gets fired, bro. They'd be like, yo, we know we gotta get rid of Dan Snyder. Our GM? Yo.
Dalvin Cook.
Yo, that guy right there, he gotta go. He said, Mel, just because you on hard knocks, don't mean you big now. No, watching y'all can't be on hard knocks is because, let's be honest, you gotta own it as an HR issue. We ain't got time to censor everything.
Hard knocks in the locker room. All
like,
on video.
Hey, we can't use none of this footage, bro.
Hey, send that shit to my crib, though.
Hey, but I know the right people we can sell the rights to this shit to. But we can't use none of this.
It's hard not to be doubling Pornhub.
Typing commanders on Pornhub right now.
Right.
Oh, damn.
I know Dan get down like that.
Yo, I ain't.
Davey walked past Chili and sticking his finger in their pussy.
Gotta grab him by the pussy. Yo.
Hey, that's just a job interview.
Hey, Dan got a casting couch, bro.
Right. Stage want to be in public relations, right?
Yeah. Oh shit. but like on some real shit though. I think you just gotta move Kirk Cousins, man, because I think bruh, you didn't got the weaponry. And I know you gotta fix the defense. But that defense wasn't that bad when Mike Zimmer was there. You still had the same offense. Mm-hmm. So let's be honest about the situation, bruh. You reached your ceiling with your Alex Smith. You need to go get your Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. All right? And it's okay if you stick with Kirk Cousins one more year, but you need to get your future in there now.
Right.
And he needs to sit 1 year behind Kirk, take everything he says with a grain of salt. But at least he's going to give you the examples of what not to do. All right.
Right.
That's for sure. But there's a lot that's been masked about Kirk Cousins because he's got so much great talent around him. But no, you've reached your ceiling. This is as far as you go. Is first round. First round exits. Yeah. Go get your quarterback. Go get him. Anyway, man, nice, good little laugh to finish the show on.
Right.
So those are our picks. Those are our picks for divisional round. Hey, y'all know the deal, man. Go enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday. Y'all are more than welcome to come chop it up and come kick it with your boy Wildcard Moran later tonight on the Late Night Owl edition. But man, always a good show, big bro.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate AP in the building. Appreciate MJ. You like that? The champ. Shout out to Double J of the Man Cave Sports podcast. So make sure y'all go support those fellas over there. Support the Four Corners of Wrestling Boys. Shout out to the Dirty Hills. Good brother Bo, Kobe Weaston. Shout out to Melvin Wall, Jay, C3, all them fellas over there at Man Down Sports. Shout out to over there at Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel for allowing us to have a platform to put our stuff on. And then of course, man, I always gotta show love to Big Bro Detroit man. I really appreciate that, brother, man. Ever since we started this whole thing, man, I can see the growth in it, and I'm loving it. So I'm really loving the growth that we got in it.
Right.
but that also goes, like I said, to cats like Man Down Sports, Man Cave Sports podcast, Let's Talk Sports, collaborations in this podcast game. I love the collaboration.
Right. Appreciate it.
Man, because hey, that's the only way you can grow. Hey, you never do it alone. So anybody that says they did it alone, I saw you're a liar. But man, without a doubt, hey, y'all come chop it up with us on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
So 216. Hey, I'm the Wildcard Martin. That's the Detroit Mail, the man with the Grandmaster Plan on I.O.W Network. We out this bitch. Check out Live Monday.
Another motherfucking word, and this shit is over.
Peace, y'all.